Hey, today I'll be reviewing UK immigration website review. You may have watched another YouTube video on Australian visa system, which I went through. So I actually have two YouTube video on Australian website, visa website. So one is the old version, it's no longer there now. The current one, which is the Department of Home Affairs just recently replaced the old system, and then you can see my review on the other underneath this comment section. Now today I'll be focusing on UK system only, or UK immigration website only. To be honest with you, I think UK immigration website is a lot easier than the Australian system, Australian immigration. This is really because you may find out Australian immigration websites really very nice, fancy, and then so many images you can see that you probably saw it somewhere else is commercial based. It's really about marketing, so it gives you so many options, but it doesn't help you to do it yourself. It's really difficult. So many visa applications, under the same criteria, just give you very short outlines. Really just about, entertainment, I would say. Lots of things contains in the Australian website. It's mainly for the marketing purpose. No wonder why agents and clients approach me. They said I couldn't find information too much. It is because it's just designed to confuse you, right? Okay, now we are in a UK website. Now UK immigration is under actually domain gov.uk. You can see I type the address here as gov.uk/visas-immigration. This is the website we'll be talking about, okay? But if we go back to the main website, you can see this website is not just for immigrants or for someone who wanted to enter Australia, but for British citizens as well. Then gov.uk, you can see the best place to find government service information, simple, clear and fast, which is true because I find information here. So for example, if a British citizen who want to travel abroad to, for example, Vietnam, they want to find out whether they need a visa to go there, right? So I search here as well. I'll go to passport, travel and living abroad. All right, so I'm here. If you want to living abroad, I think this is my situation, but I actually want to travel abroad. Now, so many information here. It's so much great, so great. So you can have a look. It's about if you want to bring your pet to the UK, into the UK, or if you want to claim benefits if you even move abroad. How about if you drive abroad? Okay, foreign travel advice. Let me have a look. Awesome. Look, that's main. Every time I go out, I use this one. I want to go out, I want to find out whether I need a visa. Okay, and most of the time we don't, but it's better to check. All right, so I can have a look. Burma, I want to travel. I need to see. Then here we have really clear information about entry requirement. This one you're gonna check because it will help you to find that whether you need a visa. Okay, you will need to get a visa before you travel. How? Simple language, absolutely awesome. You should apply at nearest embassy well in advance. Okay, which what means by well in advance, because they might have time delay, so you need to apply for this one. And I give you restrictions to enter the border. Crossing our border, I searched a lot when I went to Egypt. So it is, we travel different countries, Egypt, Jordan, Jerusalem, Israel, sorry. And then I actually use this information to find whether I can cross the border. We have a look at Egypt here. This why I'm showing this to you, because once you enter Australia and become UK and become UK citizen, then British citizen, then you find out it's much easier for you to travel around to find information. So I went to the entry requirement here. It gives you a map even, right? Now you normally need a visa, okay? And then I think they have a previous travel to Israel. Look at this, it's awesome. If you have previously visited to Israel, okay, now this is a lot of concerns on website when I search. Do we have any issues if I want to go to Israel, or do I want to cross Israel to Egypt first, or vice versa? So it's okay here, which is awesome. So it's really reliable source. This is best for Australian who want to become a UK, British citizen, and to migrate to UK, because nowadays people move around and they just sick of their situation. They just want to go out. And money, health, everything. It's really, really good, organized information. Not fancy stuff, but you can find information, everything here. Now we go back to the main website, because today I'm not just talking about if you, after you become British citizen and when you travel out, I'll be talking about how to become British citizen, how to migrate to Australia. I've been talking about Australia many times, so I just have habit to talk about that. But no, sorry, we talk about UK, okay, how to become a British citizen. So we come back to the gov.uk website. We click this visas and immigration. So much easy. Okay, anything you think about, if you EA, okay, EU holder, or their dependents, relatives, you use this one. Or you come to visit, you know what this means, right? You don't have the temporary visit, whatever visit, but you come to this. Do you want to study? Do you want to work? Family, permanent, okay, protection, traveling, right? This is about what you can take to the UK. Now we have a look about work in a visa. UK system, it's different to Australian. Australian, we now have employer sponsor visa, TSS, whatever situations. It does not separate whether this worker is charity worker, creative worker, government worker, doesn't matter. They all under the TSS system, and they give you the occupation only. So it does not distinguish you for the type of work. It does not distinguish the company. Okay, so you work for UK, so for Australian visa, there's no distinguish between a government party and then you all under the same route, Okay, but you for the UK visa, okay, for UK visa, you can see a few options. Okay, a few options here. If you come here for general work, long-term work visa, you can see whether you fall in this criteria. That's tier 2 visas. Tier 2 visa is sponsor visa, but their sponsorship, the sponsor, most of the time it's the organization who sponsor them. So sometimes if there is a priority, they can go through the system faster, which is good. I think we should separate them into different criteria to see the time frame. You cannot put all the applicants in the same pool and wait there 6 months or longer. And the case officer who looking at the same, they're looking at different application, different occupations. They have no clues whatsoever, and they just make a genetic refusal letters. Click him and refuse. Terrible. Now for UK one, we have tier system. Tier 2, which is higher, it's a lot money, which means you're not a lot money. you can see they have tier to distinguish. Tier 1 is a talent, entrepreneur visa, graduate entrepreneurs. It's a STEM occupation, right? STEM. Now tier 2 is a longer company, and can be some sponsor. It's a minister and it's your church, and sport person, it's the organization. General work is long-term visa, and intra-company transfer means the company has another branch in UK, and basically just want to just transfer you to work in UK. This is tier 2, and we have tier 5, charity workers, creative. So this actually distinguish different type of works. They actually focus a lot on religious. You can see that, so they probably easier to get these kind of visas. We have a domestic workers. UK have a domestic workers in a private household visa. Australia has a similar type of visa as well, but it's very rare because they have to be executive, earn a lot of money. So in order to have domestic workers, these domestic workers, if we want to explore more next time, I'll help you to go through everything. Now, so for all they have very similar situation. They have to have a sponsor license. Okay, here we call the standard sponsor application. They have to have a license. Now let me go through a quick one. So we don't want to explore everything here because it's very complex, and then it's going to talk forever. So we just go to a sponsor first. Really simple and easy. You can see everything contains here. It should be sufficient for someone to lodge the application. Okay, so what about license? License really pretty much about sponsorship in Australia. So the company has to have a license in order they can sponsor. So how to get license? Here it tells you have two types of license. One is unrestricted and one is restricted. Unrestricted means you have, you can, when you apply, how many, means you can get as many as your business needs. Okay, so this really similar to our trust trader account sponsor. So you can see they actually copy each other. But tier 2 companies pay less than and not in. So which is tier 2 and tier 4, you can apply for this application. If the company, exceptional circumstances, you can actually make a urgent application, and lodge online. So I think I went to how to apply your license here. Yes, I did. Let me have a quick look one. I did think I did look about this one before. Okay, how you can apply online. We like papers. Okay, we like papers. So you have to apply, and after you apply that, you submit by post. We just old school. UK it's a little bit old school. They want everything in paper, which most of people still do this way, and that is fine. But okay, license fee. It depends what kind of license you want to. Whether you want tier 2, tier 3 is better. Small business, this is more than 10.2 million. It's a small business. In here, Australia, it's, I don't know, very small. Now have a look about this. So I click this one, how to apply. You actually can find all information. You need to send a correct supporting document. And this is awesome. This is really a checklist for a sponsor who wants to apply a license, sponsorship license. Have a look here, quickly go through this. Okay, tier 2. Let me go through underneath. Okay, supporting documents for sponsor license application. I think this majority of company will do this. Sponsor license, what you need to do, if you have that, if you're a private body, then you don't. Okay, so you're private listed company, you don't. And then if you are a private company who doesn't appear in the corporate report, then you must send this information, which really say a covenant given company sponsor, then you can do online check. Government, you don't do anything. No, it's really just simple. If you are go overseas, you need to do this, you don't need to do this. So just don't confuse everyone else, provide everything. Now, if for someone who want to sponsor, you want to sponsor them, give them this name, date, nationality, kind of where they are. Okay, are they working here or not? So for minister, which is general one, so it means everyone can apply, right? So documents really simple, and this gives you a checklist of everything. Now I want to go back to a student visa, because I did a student visa previously in relation to Australian student visa, and we want to go back to see how whether we can do it by ourselves. Other visas. So in Australia we have this visa, ancestry visa as well. So it means the parents or grandparents, they are British citizens. UK visa, we have work visas. Study in the UK. Now we still have a few options. Short study general, which is tier 4. Tier 4 will be mainly for someone who come who go to UK to study bachelor, master degree, and it's for at least 6. So at least you can actually just like you have to be 16 and over. Okay. So and the cost, give you cost. Let me see whether we can have a supporting document you must provide. Where is it? There's nothing about that. Apprenticeship for look, apprentice. I think I did click OK. Application form. So it's just an attachment. Give you a full attachment. And give you say which this form can use for all the types visas, tier 1, tier 2, and then what about you? Look, just something I will make for our clients. Just like simple and clear. Tell them, because you can't assume that everybody understands your formatting, right? You can't assume that. So I think UK in this instance, they're doing better than Department of Home Affairs in Australia. Biometrics, yes, and then tell me how to write. Tell you how to write it. Okay, so how to write your family, everything. I think whoever wants to apply to Australian visa, you have to check UK. Use this one as your template. Refuse the visa, you have to clear this one. Okay, travelers, you have to have consent and everything. Okay, this one, then just someone happen to be, I don't know, a student who working here and then just put everything together. I think it is nice. So you can see, I think UK websites much clearer than Australian website, and you can use sometimes use this as your guidance, because many these countries the system is quite similar and requirements they copy each other. To be honest with you, they just do so. Yes, they reference each other. You can say that, but they have a very similar system, and mindset will be a lot similar as well. So it gives you some understanding of the system, as well as how you're able to apply it by yourself. Okay, so that's today's my review.